Tell your whole friend that she's a hoe. Ladies, you try this. The ladies, you lot really should try this.
Say it out loud, I'm gonna say it out loud. Yes, I'm black and...
Say it with me, guys. Clean house, clean pussy, clean spirit.
I'm still alive. You will see me again. Now let's move on.
So, people, I'm back on my own again. That's the story of my life. That is the story of my life. Welcome, people, to episode 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Episode 7 of Close to the Bone. I go by the name of Super Dwa Mutef, aka Sakhamet Q Septepenra Dwa Mutef the first. But you can just call me Dwa. Because I dwa this so good. I dwa this so perfectly. Today I'm going to talk about respect versus love. Respect versus love. It's possible for people to love you and not respect you. I'm going to say that one more time. It's possible to be loved and not respected. It's possible for somebody to have a type of love for you, but not respect you at all. And I'm going to talk, and I'm really going to talk today. Because it's Friday, and I'm off this week, for the week, and it's Friday. I'm feeling good. Of course, I'm looking good, smelling good, pause. And I only have good to say. I only have good things to say. So let's get into it. Love versus respect. And what I mean by that, people, is in the last 20 years of my life, people that I've shown love, you know the fucked up thing about it is, when you show them love, but they don't show it back. It's very fucking sad, when that happens. Especially when you've maybe known or been around people for a certain amount of time. You kind of expect them to love you back, right? The intentions you have for them, you're hoping that maybe they have for you. The fuck? That's not the way it works, people. So let's go with family first. Loyalty is worth more than blood. I'm going to say that one more time. Loyalty is more valuable than fucking your own flesh and kin. Just because you're related to somebody, it don't mean you got to fuck with them like that. Just because you're family, don't mean they got to fuck with you like that. You see, one thing I've learned in this life, with this life, is that blood don't mean shit. You know what means shit? Loyalty, when someone's there for you. Let me give you an example. People claim to be my friend. They'll claim to be your friend. They'll claim all sorts of things about you. People will claim... Let me take my glasses off for this one, or put them up for this one. They will claim that they love you. They will proclaim that they love you. And they might even show it a couple of times. I got my sunshades on for a reason. We'll talk about that in a second. But sometimes they might even prove that they love you. It don't mean that they love you. Because guess what? When you really need them, like I said on last week's show, just tell the truth to everybody in your life for one day and see how many of them will stay in your life the next day. Tell them all the truth. Tell your whole friend that she's a hoe. Ladies, you try this. The ladies, you lot really should try this. Because all lady friends have one friend out of the gang who's a hoe. And the thing is, they know she's a hoe, but no one tells her. She might get little hints here and there. She might get left at nightclubs when all the other girls leave at the same time. They left there and there with some dude kissing up. She might get left at the hotel when they're on holiday with that dude that she met on the beach. But they're not going to tell her up front. They're not just going to... Most women, I believe, won't say fuck all. They'll just pretend. But there's that one friend. You know, every team has that one friend. Males in female groups and male groups. There's always that one Carpacci who just tells the fucking out and out truth. And do you know what? Everybody in the team knows he's the truth sayer, and no one really fucks with him like that, but they love him. But no one loves the truth, man. Come on, people, be honest. Who around you in your circle of friends and family can you actually tell the real truth to without them being a little bit upset? Just a little, tiny bit. You know, you tell a family member, listen, don't keep fucking leaving your fucking teacup there with the fucking tea bag in it looking rotten as fuck. Because it looks nasty. It makes the house look nasty, and the house is nice. Don't keep doing that. And then you come home from work and you've had that one shit day where everything's gone wrong. When you've woken up, the alarm didn't go off at the right time. You're fucking whatever. You got a puncher. Some cunts tried to go in your bank. It's fucking blocked your bank. Like, it's been one of them days. We get to work. Everything's going wrong. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong. You have one of them days. And then you get home to this cunt. This fucking wet tea bag in a teacup lever has fucking done it again. Oh yeah. They've struck again, and they've done the very same thing you've been asking them not to do for about 20 fucking years. Every team and family has one of those. People, let me explain something to you. It's time to stop fucking with certain people. It's time to stop fucking with certain types. Guys, men, that one friend that always wants to borrow but never has nothing to give back. That one family member, or maybe multiple family members, who, again, they always want something. A lot of the time it may not be financial. But each time you're giving and giving, and may or may not be receiving, you're giving away something that you can't get back, people. I want to say a shout to Smiley P, who's kind of doing a similar thing to me, where we're involved in motivational speeches and motivational talk. And I want to say this on a motivational one, right? I want to say, as I always say, and it might be getting cheesy now, but this is what I say. Don't you dare give up. Don't you fucking dare give up. There's so much out there for you. Sorry about the speaker box noise. There's so much out there for you. If only you would just not give up. If only you would understand your blessings. Understand your blessings, people. I don't know. All right. For example, right, when I talk about blessings, I'm keep it real. My son, both my sons, they're my blessings. And I used to think that music was my only blessing. But then when you have children, you start to notice shit about yourself you didn't see before, because you're living with yourself, literally. Whether or not you live with your children or whatever, however the situation goes. But my youngest son and my oldest son, but my youngest son more is into music. And I promised you, young Ra Mutef, young Dua, that I would play your music on my show. People, take a little listen to this. This is my youngest son, all right? Here we go. This is my little man, you know.
Here we go. In the house, on fire. In the house, on fire again. In the house, on fire.
He recorded this on the sofa in our living room.
On fire. In the house, on fire. In the house, on fire again. In the house, on fire.
He just freestyled this.
In the house.
On fire, you will see me alive still. You will see me alive still.
One more time.
I love this tune, you know.
In the house on fire.
Not just because it's my son, but
On fire.
because it's lit.
In the house on fire.
My youngest is 8 years old, by the way.
In the house on fire. I'm still alive. You will see me again.
But for now, what, son?
Now let's move on. In the house, on the couch, in the south.
So my point to me playing that track is that I used to think that the force in me musically was the be all and end all of everything. I wanted to be a musician and that was the end of it. But then things change, things take turns and you get older. Then you see things in your children. You see things in them. Son is very musical. I'm going to play this one called Black and Proud because I want my people and my viewers to understand something about me, right? Just because I am pro-black, which means I love Africa and I love black people. Just because I feel that way, it does not mean that I discriminate against any other race or creed or orientation of people. And I know a lot of the viewers, you would have watched the show with me and Octavio, and you might have got that impression. But I assure you, I love all human beings, and I'm here to motivate all human beings. I'm not just here to motivate black people, even though I would say, in my opinion, black people need the most motivation on this earth. But because I'm not a racist and I'm not one-sided, the speeches that I give are for European, African, Chinese, whoever you are, whatever skin tone, gay or straight, you can listen to my speeches or my talks. I'm gonna play one more, or maybe even a couple. I'm not sure how YouTube's if they're gonna grumble or not about this, but they didn't grumble for Razor's shit, so I'm gonna play this shit now. This one's called Black and Proud. This is featuring me and my youngest son.
Say it out loud, I'm gonna say it out loud. Yes, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm gonna say it out loud. Say it out loud.
Okay, I'll say it out loud. Okay, I'll say it out loud. Okay, I'll say it out loud. Yeah, make me proud. Okay, I'll say it out loud.
Okay, I'll say it out loud. Okay, we'll say it out loud. Black and proud. Yeah, we're black and proud. Yeah, we're gonna scream it out loud. Yeah, we're gonna scream it out proud. Yeah, we're gonna scream it out loud. Yeah, I'm proud.
That is okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That is okay. But just know I am in this room. I may be
We're gonna sing it out loud.
Pause. So, like I said, you want to check out my son's music, jump on my Instagram or his Instagram, Young Dwamu Tef the first, or Young Dwamu Tef the second on Instagram. You can check him on my Instagram, which is Johnny Quick, BMBSMG UK on Instagram. The picture is of the logo for the podcast, CTTB, which is close to the bone TV. So yeah. So let me quickly get back into the subject now. Because when I'm on my own, I only do an hour's talk. I don't need to talk no more. Love is different to respect. Guys, men, if she loves you, she will fuck with you heavy. But if she don't respect you, she can't love you. It's more or less the same with the man them. Ladies, if he don't respect you, he can't love you. How can you love something you don't respect? I don't respect doo-doo. Once it comes out, it's waste. It's human body waste. I don't respect it. But I love the fact that it takes whatever it takes out of me. Back to the grimy examples. Let's go to another example. I love spicy food, but it don't respect me. You understand? It's another weird example there. So people understand this. You have to start respecting yourself. Self-respect won't have you chasing anybody. Self-respect will have you looking for the good qualities in yourself. And what happens is when you look for good qualities in yourself, when you find the good qualities in yourself, you look for that in others. So I suppose it's a case of pick quality partners and pick quality friends. You have to be a better judge of character. You must. Your life depends on your judge of character. You have to have a good. You have to be a good judge of character because you have to now teach someone else who may need your input or insight, or a child, or anybody in your family. You have to teach that person what you have learned. Otherwise, they won't make it. I'll put my shades up for this one. They won't make it if you don't teach them. You have a lot of women nowadays. I know this is kind of off subject, but you have a lot of women nowadays who their thing is, as long as I've got money, my house, a good income, a nice car, that's all I need. That's literally their outcome. That's literally their outlook. But when you think about it, isn't the whole goal to have the husband and the picket fence and the beautiful family? Isn't that the life goal? For those women out there who maybe have illnesses and stuff, who maybe can't have kids, and I do feel for you, I do. That's something slightly different. But for the women out there who can have children, I think your goal shouldn't just be to go around all these different countries. Because once you've gone around to all the countries, you spent all the money, you bought the houses, you did this, you did da. What next? What is next for our generation? What is next for the next generation? My 20-year-old son says to me, Dad, it's a wrap for looking for a female out here. Out of these ratchets and whatever's out here. I said to him, son, I don't even know what to say to him. All I can say is this. Life is what you make it into. Literally. You make life what it is. And it all starts up here. And man them, I want to come at you the same way. You have to fix up. You can't be a grown man out here, chasing down this woman and blah, blah, blah. Same with the gal, same with the ladies. You can't be a grown woman out here chasing down no man. But if you're chasing someone who's a nice person. All right, you know what? On the chasing thing, let me say this. Humiliation, embarrassment, those things go hand in hand. If you've been made to feel a fool in any way, by somebody you're chasing, it's over with. If you've been hurt emotionally in any way, male or female, by someone you're chasing, it's over with. It's a wrap. If you've been, if the person is still, not even acknowledging their part or their role that they played in your hurt, it's time to cut ties. It's time to cut ties. So, look, when a cat comes over to you, it's unconditional love. When the cat comes over and it's rubbing itself on your leg and it wants you to stroke it. Stroke, yeah, meow, meow, ah. That's genuine love. Because the cat knows it's going to get back the same love it's given to you. A lot of dog breeds work that way. A lot of other animals, period, work that way. So how come we as humans can't work that way? Never say I love you to someone unless you mean it. I'm going to give you that one more time. Never, ever, ever say I love you to someone unless you mean it. Or unless you can show it. Always understand that you can be in a room full of people and be completely alone. This is how depression works. Depression can help fuck up a relationship. But if the love is strong, nothing can destroy you two. But if there's something missing from the gate, all you're really doing is going along for the ride. Because it's bound to be mash up, during the end or whatever. It's bound to be mash up. I want you to understand something, people. Men, females understand this. Men, we don't nag. We just request. Yeah? Like I said on my other episodes, I'm a jealous man. But I'm not a jealous man where I'm gonna destroy a woman's life. I'm a jealous man where it makes me want her more. I might get jealous of the dude who's, looking at you, eyeing you up or whatever, but that makes me want you more. I'm gonna tear it up later on when we get home. I'm gonna take it out on what I need to take it out on when we get in the crib. When I say jealous, I don't mean dragging nobody by their hair unless we're in bed. And this is where I don't understand those women. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand those women that like the aggressive. Well, not that I don't understand it, because I know that I'm not that type of male, innit? Yeah? I can be aggressive, but my aggression is saved for certain. You understand? Other than that, a lot of the time, I'm that romantic aggressive. I'm the aggressive romantic. Because I've had people DM me and all types of shit, telling me situations where the girl is telling him that she wants a romantic man, but then ends it with him because he's too romantic. So what the fuck kind of level? You women need to be out here with percentages of shit that you want, because men don't know. We can't guess. Unless you show me that you want me. What am I, Mr. fucking Majika or something? Guys, unless you show her you want her, what the fuck she gonna do? Fucking guess? You gotta show her you want her. But then you can show someone you want them for years and years and years, and that person just mocking and mocking and mocking, because deep down, if they want you, they'll be with you straight away. Yeah? They'll be with you straight away. If they want you deep down, they will be with you straight away. No problemo. I promise you that. Yeah, I was going to play one more, but I said nah. Okay, it's not really about the music today. Today was more about announcements. Love yourself, people. Love yourself like you've just met yourself. Love yourself like you're trying to romance yourself. Male or female, love yourself intensely. Look at yourself in the mirror every morning and just be like, yeah, still got it. When you're out on the street, don't worry about what people think about you. You know, when I pierced my nose, you know, Tupac had his nose pierced years ago. I'll just say this. And this is about 95, 94, 95, 96. I got my nose pierced. At the same time, Elephant Man had a tune out called Bad Man Not Just Like Girl. We no bow nose and we no bleach face and we not job curl. With some pretty wife and stuff just like girl. Hear what, yeah? You see that nose ring? That nose ring, to this day, if I put a small nose ring in, it still gets attention. You get what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I don't even really wear my nose ring no more. But just to show you the levels, like the entire system I was around, that was around me at that age, was telling me, you're a fag for doing that. You're some pretty boy. No one ain't gonna take you serious, bruv. Man's gonna wanna bad you up and da-da-da. Whatever. Because whether I had that in or out, it would be the same thing. If no one don't respect you, they just don't respect you. But I bet I could take your bitch though. But I bet your bitch loves sucking me off slow while I smoke. But I bet she'll kick you out the house and call me up for that nose ring. Cause a gal, no woman wants no ugly man. The only reason a woman wants an ugly man is for money and dick. Pause. The only reason a woman will fuck with an ugly dude, what I call ugly, pause, because I'm not really watching man like that, you understand? But what I would look at a man and say, nah, he's not attractive, pause. The woman would, any woman is only going to be fucking with him because the nigga could fight, he's making cheese, making good money, drives a nice car, or throws some good dick. That is it. Simple as. So the looks thing is still popping. For all age groups, no woman wants an ugly man. Not even an ugly man. No woman wants an unattractive man, depending on what she calls unattractive. Because everyone's got their own fucking idea of what a fucking ugly is or a butters is it? So, depending on what the woman wants, she ain't fucking me no. So, coming across a man like me now, when you look good, people expect a certain quality. So, if I was just out there now, on a mad one, just looking for any piece of pussy, all right. First things first, I'm looking for some decent pussy. I've never ever had problems down there where I've had to keep going back and forth to clinics and shit. So if you're still a grown-ass man or a woman, you're still on that level there, it's a done deal for you. But I want, if the normal modern man, decent modern man, he wants a clean woman, you know what I mean? She's clean spiritually, her house is clean, pussy clean. Simple. Clean house, clean pussy, clean spirit. Say it with me, guys. Clean house, clean pussy, clean spirit. That's all the man them want. Let me tell you something. Dirty people don't have no space in my life. If you are dirty in any way, male or female, it's all about deuces to you. You know the ones there where you get in a man's car and a man's car, it could be the baddest whip, my man could have a Ferrari and comes to pick you up so you can go out to eat or go to the club or wherever you lot are going. And you get in the car and it's like sandwiches and shit all over the floor, opened up sandwich packets and bottles and shit and spilt shit. And what the fuck? So if your car's like that, what the fuck is your spirit like? Let me hold on. Let me take off the fur for this one. Hold on. Let me address this properly. Huh? How the fuck have you got a brand new whip and inside the fucking car is like a pigsty? Guys, you meet a woman in a club. You meet a woman in a bar. You meet a woman in Tesco's. You meet a woman in Waitrose. You meet a woman in normal circumstances. She's a decent woman. Decent, dresses well, well-spoken. The things that I always say, nice breath, breath smell good, hair smell good. Car smells good. Car's immaculate. You get home to her house. And there's like vomit and shit everywhere. Cat shit everywhere. Newspaper everywhere. Flies everywhere. Do I have to go any deeper into this shit? How a person lives is how their fucking spirit acts. It's in them. So if they're just dirty, like outwardly dirty, like, you ever go around someone's house for a coffee and they put the coffee mug down and you're talking, so you barely notice it, you just catch it with your eye, but there's like a dog hair on the fucking inside of the mug. How the fuck do people not notice that shit? You mean to tell me from the kitchen to here, bitch, you didn't see the fucking hair inside the mug? You didn't see no hair? You mean to tell me you're dirty and don't know it? I definitely can't fuck with you then. I can't fuck with you. I can only fuck with people who like to do regular cleaning, regular wiping down, regular dusting, regular spraying, regular changing of because that's how my mama grew on me. So, all right, let me give you one more example. Because you lot might think I'm being discriminate and being an arsehole. But let me give you one example. You call her Uber. And it's Mr. whatever his name is that's coming to pick you up. Okay, because names don't mean nothing. He could be named Mo, Mohammed, whatever. His name and his religion or orientation, whatever, none of that matters. So you're standing outside in a freezing cold with your partner. Cab turns up. It's a fucking Benz. It's a blacked out Benz. It's clean. They ain't even no rims on it. It's just got the normal fucking rims on it. You bust open the Benz and fucking ravens and shit fly out and fucking roosters and shit run out the fucking car. There's hay in the air, there's fucking hay, you got hay in your eye, you're rubbing your eye. Fucking hell. I'm paying for this. That is called dirtiness, people. So, what I request is somebody being cleaned by spirit. Because when you're cleaned by spirit, the higher voices in your head constantly talking to you. Don't leave that there, Q. Wipe that off, Q. Don't leave that there. It's going to leave a fucking teacup ring. Get something and wipe that. Come on now. Ladies, you cannot afford to be dirty. Ladies, you cannot afford to be dirty. The smallest little thing a man notices that's dirty, unless he's dirty like you, then both of you could be happy forever. But if you want a man who's clean by spirit, bitch, your house better be clean by fucking house clean standards, bitch. Your car better be spotless. They better not be not a packet of fucking Snickers on the floor or a old KFC box. That's that. I don't see you no more. That's that. The pussy's gonna be terrible. If her house, her car, her clock, the pussy is going to be terrible. You probably won't even chop. You probably draw off the baggie and like, oh man, nah, okay. Is there something else we could talk about? You understand? And ladies, it's the same for you. It's the same for you. If you can't be a good judge of character by these standards, you know what's going to end up happening, bitch? You're going to end up drawing down these boxes and there's just going to be like Farmdale cheese under my man's bollocks while you're giving my man a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You fucking don't want that, man. You don't want to be sucking off a man paws and my man's ball bags are like fucking Cravendale cheese. You understand? Because let me just say this to the man them and to the gal them, because no one likes to talk about dirtiness. Certain people's mums didn't raise their daughters to wash properly. Certain people's mothers didn't raise their sons to wash properly. That's just that's generational nastiness. And as a community, we have to be able to talk about these things. I got a movie coming out, right? Where I'm gonna play a little intro from it, where it's dealing with me and KD come from Stonebridge and the whole block money thing, blah blah. But in the film, there's scenes which I've had to reenact where I'm more or less abusing the woman, innit? And her argument to me is, the actor's argument to me is that, I came to link her at the club and I stunk. Like, not stunk as in just regular stink, but I in the film, basically, I was seeing another girl and da-da-da. Anyway, this is coming at the end of the year. Guys, listen, man, there's a lot of things going to come out of this podcast. So if you're not involved at this level, you can eat a dick at the next level. I'm on ground floor right now, and nobody really wants to fuck with me. Nobody really fucks with you until you're popping. That is facts. Nobody really fucks with you until you're popping. But let me give you a little sample.
Growing up on Stonebridge Estate, one of the worst, most violent, most infamous council estates in the UK. Harlesden, Northwest 10, surrounded us. No one knew how we were going to get through this, but we were already here.
I can't play too much.
In the middle.
Get in trouble.
Young kids, growing up in the worst council estate you could imagine. I grew up on Clark Court, 82 that is. KD, he grew up on Exton Crescent. It was like number 7 or something.
So I'm gonna pause it there because I don't want to get in trouble with my people them. But let me tell you something, people. The movie's gonna be called 100 Bags in 7 Days. I'm not gonna say why, you have to watch the film to find out. But that's the end of the year. I've almost got all of my clips done, but the reason why I'm lifting like crazy, you lot will see me on my Instagram lifting like crazy, is because I've got to be a certain build for the part. Otherwise, I can't get the part. So, yeah, you know what I mean. Before anything gets signed and boom, boom, boom. But at least I'm in the intro anyway, innit? But what I'm trying to say, people, is this. I know I'm trying to pack everything into one. Self-respect isn't. There's no fee to self-respect. Self-respect should be born into you, and self-respect is something that would keep you clean. Self-respect is something that will make you brush your teeth in the morning, because you got some grown-ass dirty bumble while I go out on the road and leave their house without even washing their mouth out. So you know them ones there where you go to, I work on the road a lot of the time, so I've got to go and see like security guards and managers, and the worst thing to go through in the morning is dealing with somebody with disgusting breath. How the fuck can you have horrible, disgusting animal breath, like you've just eaten a human being raw, and not know it? How the fuck can a woman have stinking crutches and not smell herself? Because men, we get longer. A man can go a good, like, on a grimy one, a man can go about 3 days without no water touching his skin at all, and not have odors and red. But you see that 4th day? Yeah, that 4th day is something different. I heard a comedian say, what's this comedian boy's name? The Rasta boy there. Something Black, spelled B-L-A-Q. Is it Ron Black? R-O-N space B-L-A-Q. Yeah, Ron Black. I think it's D-Lay or one of them man there. He's from Detroit. But he said the best thing ever on TV. Because you can't, if you don't notice that you got white hair on your mouth when you're talking, something's fucking wrong with you. You're slightly disconnected from the matrix. Not from the matrix, from reality. If you don't notice that you got mutter, as my grandma's and my ma's calls it, mutter is the word in Jamaican, which means eye, like morning in your eye. You know, like the hard things in your eye. Jamaicans call it mutter. If you ain't noticed you got mutter in your eye, then something's wrong with you. If you don't do the standard checks in the morning, what are the standard checks, people? Yeah, breath's good. Yeah, let me check that. Yeah, might be a bit of crustacean there. Now let me get that. What are the standard checks in the morning? Because as a man don't have to feel down there and test and sniff. Nah, that's just a dirty man. When you regularly bathe, you don't have to check under your nuts, nigga. And men, let me tell you this, get your prostates checked. Get your prostates checked. Ladies, get them boobs checked regularly. You can extend your life or you can shorten your life. Be realistic about yourself. Have a good diet. A good diet means you have more stamina to fuck your bitch with. Guys, don't let yourself slip to a certain level. Because the thing is, when you live in a country full of... I got to be careful with this. And this is not me talking about any race of creed of people, but when you live in a country full of beasts, and the beasts eat like beasts, and drink like beasts, and their lifestyle is like beasts, eventually you become a beast because you're living with the beast of your past. Especially if you look like me. And like I said, I'm not talking about a specific race. I'm not aiming this, not on racist talk, none of that. But in all honesty, the diet of Europe consists of like pork. Like I was saying to my guy the other day, yeah, what's his name? God, one of my mechanics basically, and he's from Poland, and he's every time I see him, this guy's got a fucking pork sandwich, nothing else in the sandwich but like strips of bacon or ham. So I asked him, I said to him, "Is that a big thing out there in Poland?" He said, "Bro, let me tell you something. This is all we eat in Poland. Pork and bread and wine." And in France, it's kind of the same thing. France, Poland, and Switzerland kind of have the same cuisine. And if you notice, it's very porkified and meaty. Guys, we got to stray away. Like, I know when you're starving hungry and you see the big, massive 800-foot posters of pork burgers, the first thing is put in your mind is, yeah, let me go and get a burger from these. Yeah. Yo, listen, man. Fight the urge. Try and eat more healthy. I have lost 8 stone in under a year from just drinking coconut water every day, exercising every day, eating healthy every day, and walking every day. Just that. My body has shown me results that I cannot believe. I never thought I would have the body I have now at this age. I'm in my mid-40s. And I work with people younger than me that may not be as healthy as me. So I'm saying to them, what could you possibly be doing, bro? You know, so, and I said this to a good friend of mine this morning, healthy thoughts, healthy speech, healthy lifestyle. Think healthy. No, think peace, talk peace, live peaceful. You're commanding the universe to do what you want to do. You want that job? You want it real bad? You want to up your money? Put the effort in, bruh. Put the effort in, sister. Spend that extra hour at work. Spend that extra hour up late at night to make sure that it's perfectly fine-tuned to you. You can fine-tune your life to whatever standard you want. It's all up to you. Stop chasing down the wrong people. Ladies, there's nothing wrong with chasing, but chase the right guy. You should be chasing down a guy who's finishing his college bachelor's or his doctorate at university. That's who you should be chasing. Even if he airs you for a little bit, drop your ego and chase him some more. The goal at the end is worth it, is what I'm saying. You're chasing this dude from a council estate who parted with certain people, has hurt people all his life in the local community. This is who you want for your kid's father. But like I said, and I'll be dealing with this next week, with my guest next week. And to my guest, let me just say this. To the host that was supposed to be on my show, who let me down, no big deal, it happens in the business. It's all love, sis. It's all love. And I got no angst about it. Because, to be fair, if you don't, somebody else will. It's a paid position anyway. So you wouldn't just be sitting here fucking with me and going back and forth with me. I'll be paying you every week. And I'm sure I stipulated that in the DM. But managers and talking to people and all this shit. Listen, people, if you don't mind my ugly face here, sitting here every week, every single episode on YouTube, the show will continue. No problem. Oh, and look out for me on Apple Podcast Player. Look out for me on BBC Podcast Player. I'm still in the reins of getting that sorted out with my manager. And to my manager, I want to say I love you to death. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, that's it. We're coming to the end of the show soon. I've got about 15 minutes or so, if that. So I do want to say this. Live the way you want to live. Love the way you want to love. But make sure that it's reciprocated within love. Ladies, stop making love to men who are just fucking you. Man them, stop making love to her. She's just fucking you. Ladies, if he ain't called you back, he's not interested. Man them, she's airing you, fam. Ladies, skill up. Learn something. Us men, we come to women because of what we think you know. That's how a man is led. A strong man, he's going to want to lead. But even a strong man can be led. Dogs can be trained. You feel me? And I don't mean dogs as in he's got big gal. Dogs as in he might be a road dog. He might be a rider dog. You understand? We can be trained out here. Don't give up on us. To all the mothers out there who have fucked up baby fathers, give him one more chance. Honestly, give him one more chance. And if he fucks up, no more chances. You see the fucking kids in McDee's every week. Because I gave you the chance and you're just a dickhead. Man them who have that fucked up baby mother. First of all, I want to say this. Don't keep going around breeding up gal. Go figure. Don't keep going around having sex with different girls and getting them pregnant. Just have one. If you got two, okay. Man them, if she's an arsehole to you and makes you feel like shit and humiliates you and embarrasses you and you're always constantly waiting to hear from her, fuck her off. You see, when you're hungry, I'll say this and then I'll end the show. You see, when you're hungry, yeah, what can stop you from eating? What can stop you from thinking about food when you're hungry? Huh? What can stop you from thinking about your past when you hear that tune of remembrance, when you hear that song playing? Huh? What can stop you from crying when a loved one has passed? Nothing. So emotionally, your body, your spirit body is showing you if the person really wanted spiritually to fuck with you, they would. And you'd be in their life regularly. Stop. We must stop this. And I'm gonna make sure we stop this. Guys, girls, my time has come. It's Super Dwa Mutef, aka Sekhemet Q Septepen Ra Dwa Mutef the First. It's Close to the Bone TV. I'm live on it. You see what the thing is. There's not really much more to say apart from don't forget that your flaws can become your ceilings. Your imperfections can become your perfections. Don't give up, people. Until next time, until next week's show, I want to make sure I remind you that your flaws can become your ceilings. What at first made you weak can in turn end up being your biggest strength. My biggest strength is that I know how to talk. My biggest strength is that I know how to bounce back. You see it? So when people turn their back on me, that in turn makes me stronger. Because you just show me, you know, it's cool. So people, anyway, I ain't gonna take up too much time. Don't forget to like and subscribe the fucking page. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the fucking channel. You already know what it is. We're trying to build our subscribers, so get subscribing, click like, smash up the like button. You already know what it is, okay? Obviously, we're recording it for YouTube, but like I said, look out for the movie coming up at the end of the year, which is obviously got a year to go. Look out for my podcast being played on Apple Podcasts and BBC Podcasts. Please bear with, because there's still a lot of things happening in slow motion when you're dealing with people from the roads. But other than that, this has been a Close to the Bone TV production. I go by the name Dwa Mutef. Salute to all the crew. Love. Till next time. Love and all to death. Peace.